Hey, beautiful souls. I hope you guys are good and taking care of yourselves in the name of Yahushua the Messiah. Today's video is the difference between a psychopath and a narcissist, and I made notes so that I do not forget a single thing. So if you have grab a pen and paper so you can draw a line, one side narcissist, one side psychopath. So I am not a psychologist, I am not a therapist. I am speaking from personal experiences, things that I've gone through and things that I've seen, and with the people that I've helped who have dealt with narcissists and psychopaths. And for me personally, I've dealt with narcissists and psychopaths my whole life: family, friends, relationships, and workplaces. And this is what I have observed and picked up about people that are narcissists and psychopaths. So let's start with the first one. Narcissists are fantasy driven. Like I explained in my other video when I explained what narcissism is and how the narcissist sees you. They live in a fantasy. They do not participate in the real world. They create a story in their minds, and that is the story they live life from. So they live life from an internal fantasy that they have created, and they do not accept reality for what it is. Whereas the psychopath is very goal driven. Psychopaths do not live in a fantasy world. They're not delusional. They are not in la la land. A psychopath wants things done, and if they want to be a billionaire, that's what they're going to do. They're going to look at life as it is, and they're going to ask themselves, what must I do in terms of achieving that billion rand or being a billionaire? So narcissist fantasy driven, psychopath goal driven. Next thing is, a narcissist is very grandiose. So they like to be admired, they like compliments, everything is about them. They like to be in the spotlight. Whereas the psychopath is not grandiose. The psychopath doesn't really need compliments from people. The psychopath has a mission, and whether you give the psychopath compliments or not, they do not care. All they want is to achieve their goals and execute their mission. Narcissists have very little empathy. I know from what you might hear that narcissists don't have empathy. Narcissists actually do have empathy, but it's very little. They do feel bad, but they don't show it, and they will be in denial. So they have a little bit of empathy, whereas the psychopath, there's no empathy at all. A psychopath has no empathy at all. Then you have a narcissist where they sometimes include values in their behavior, values and morals, whereas the psychopath, there is no morals, there is no values. And a narcissist is more careless. By careless, I mean they don't always do a proper job. So they are sometimes sloppy, they leave behind evidence, they are easy. Whatever they do in the dark, it's easy to spot and bring out to light. Whereas a psychopath is very calculating, and they don't leave fingerprints, they don't leave a trail. For entertainment purposes, let's say in this example, Jay-Z is a psychopath. He's very calculating. He has done a lot of things that people do not know about, and there's no evidence pointing to his behavior. Whereas P. Diddy is a narcissist, he leaves evidence behind. He's easy to trace. Those are the two differences what I mean when I say a narcissist is more careless and a psychopath is more calculating. The narcissist needs people. They need supply. So because they need supply, they need people to get that supply. Whether it's attention, whether it's sex, whether it's money, they need that attention from people. Whereas a psychopath does not need attention from people. And most psychopaths, especially the ones in the higher spectrum, they don't even really care about sex. They don't see people as a source of supply. They just see people as, what can you do for me so that I can achieve my goal? So they don't need the attention and admiration from people. A narcissist sometimes feel guilty. They'll have remorse, but it's also, like I said, when I got back to empathy, they don't really show it. They'll feel guilty about something. They'll have a little bit of remorse, but then they won't show it. They'll hide it, and they will actually be at war with themselves when they feel guilty about something, because when a narcissist feels guilty, it means that the narcissist was wrong. And in the world of the narcissist, in the internal world, they are never wrong. A narcissist is never wrong. They are perfect. That's how they think. So when they do feel guilty, or when they do feel a little bit of remorse, they hide it, and they will only show it to you when they need something from you, whether it's sex, money, a place to stay, or whatever source of supply they need from you at that moment. Whereas a psychopath, there's no guilt, there's no remorse. Like, psychopaths will unalive you and not feel bad about it as long as they achieved what they wanted to achieve. They don't feel guilty, they don't feel remorse, they don't feel sorry. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care if what they are doing is wrong. There's nothing. They will unalive you, cut your body into pieces, and then hide it under the bed or bury you somewhere, and then they'll continue with the day as if nothing happened. So those are the differences between a narcissist and a psychopath. And yes, a psychopath is very much more dangerous than a narcissist. I'm not saying the narcissist is not dangerous. They are dangerous. But a psychopath is extremely dangerous. And if you find yourself in a relationship or friendship or family type of relationship with a psychopath, it's best for you to start planning your exit, because those people will unalive you if they do not get what they want. And rather you choose to be by yourself and still be safe and alive than to be with someone that is ruthless and evil. Now, let me do similarities. I wrote it down. Similarities that overlap between a narcissist, a malignant narcissist, and a psychopath. So, when I mean by overlap, it means some narcissists can be like this and some psychopaths can be like this. So that's what I mean by overlap. So both are unwilling to control their impulses. What I mean by this is that they know what they're going to do is wrong. They fully understand that it's wrong, but they still do it anyway. So they have the urge to spend 1 million in 5 minutes. They know it's wrong. They know they're going to end up being broke, but they're still going to do it. So they are unwilling to control their urges. That's something that overlaps, that both personalities can have or possess. The other thing is they both find pleasure in seeing you in pain. Mostly this will be the psychopath. Sometimes some narcissists are like this. So they find pleasure in you being in pain. Like that's the word that I wrote was sadistic, especially psychopaths. They're sadistic in a way that you being hurt, you feeling pain, they like that. They find humor in that. So for example, when a person scams you, they scam you because they want to get your money. Their objective is to get money from you. Whether you're going to end up crying or feeling sad, that's not their point. That's not their aim. Their intention is to get money from you. Whereas a person that is sadistic, they scam you not because they want your money, because they want to see you in pain. They want to see you sad. They want to see you cry. So for this example, I would say a person that is evil, or a person who does evil, scamming someone to get their money, that is evil. But being sadistic means I'm scamming you not because I want your money, but because I know that when I scam you and you lose your money, the intention is for me to see you in pain, to see you hurt, to see you sad. So these sometimes overlap between the narcissist and psychopath. And I hope this video teaches you something. and also in your everyday life when it comes to family, friends, relationships, and workplaces. You can learn to spot the difference so that not to call them out. Do not call them out. Don't tell them they are a narcissist. Don't tell them they are a psychopath. But you are going to now have information to be able to protect yourself and know how to conduct yourself around these people so that you, even when they do make you a target, you know what type of personality you're dealing with to be able to protect yourself and also know to also not show emotion. That's one of the most important things. Whether you're dealing with a psychopath or a narcissist, do not show them emotion. Do not react. You just have to be a stone. Even when it hurts, you can cry at home when you're by yourself, but in front of them, don't cry, don't show emotion, don't panic, don't shake, don't fear because they can smell it. Don't fear anyone, only fear the Messiah. Take care.